Did you grow up believing that dogs only see in black and white? Modern research has revealed a much more colorful truth. But it's not just about colors. Dogs experience the world in ways that are entirely unique from humans. In this video, we'll explore how your furry friend really views the world and some genetic factors that may affect their vision. Some people say that dogs see the world more through their noses than their eyes. Their sense of smell is insanely strong. They can pick up the scent of a single teaspoon of sugar in 1 million gallons of water. That's about the same as 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But their second most powerful sense is their hearing. Dogs can pick up frequencies up to 65,000 hertz, meaning they hear sounds that we can't even imagine, like the tiny rustling of a mouse sneaking through the grass. But what about their eyesight? How much do dogs really rely on their vision compared to their other senses? Interestingly, dogs and humans share a similar eye placement and eye-to-head size ratio, making their eyesight a bit closer to ours than other animals like horses, birds, or even insects. But despite these similarities, researchers have uncovered some pretty cool differences in the way dogs see the world. Spoiler alert, it's not as simple as black and white. And another thing, it could also depend on the breed of the dog. But don't worry, we'll get into that a little later in this video. Stay tuned as we explore what makes a dog's vision unique, and how knowing this can actually help you understand your furry friend even better. In simple terms, there are 2 main types of light receptors in the eyes: cones and rods. Humans have 3 types of cone cells, each one sensitive to a specific color: red, blue, and green. This is why we can see such a wide range of vibrant colors, making the world around us so colorful and bright. But for dogs, things are a bit different. They only have 2 types of cone cells, which means they don't see the world in the same colorful way we do. For instance, that lush green grass they love rolling around in, to them, it's just another shade of gray or brown. And that bright red ball you toss for fetch, it probably looks more like a dull shade rather than the vibrant red we see. Interestingly, a lot of dog toys and accessories are made in colors that dogs can't even tell apart. So what colors can dogs actually see? Studies show that dogs mostly perceive shades of blue and yellow. So the next time you're buying a toy for your pup, skip the bright reds and greens. If you want to really grab their attention and make playtime more fun, go for something in blue or yellow. These colors will stand out to them the most. Wild dogs may not see a rainbow quite like we do. They have their own special way of telling certain colors apart. In an interesting study, researchers tested this by presenting dogs with 3 light panels. The dogs were trained to choose the panel with the different colors by rewarding them with treats each time they got it right. Thanks to this experiment, we now know that dogs can reliably tell the difference between shades of color. For instance, they won't confuse a light yellow object with a dark yellow one. Dogs have more rods than cones in their eyes. Rods are the receptors that help detect brightness and shades of gray. The higher concentration of rods gives dogs an amazing ability to distinguish between different shades of gray. In one cool study, dogs were shown images on a screen with the shades of gray being gradually altered. Amazingly, they could spot even the slightest differences in these gray tones. Here's a fun trick. The next time you play hide and seek with your dog indoors, try hiding near a spot with different shades of gray, like next to a gray couch or on a patterned rug. It'll challenge their impressive gray detecting skills to find you. And here's another neat fact. Dogs' grayscale vision is a big advantage during dawn or dusk when light is low, thanks to a special layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum, which acts like a mirror, reflecting light back into their eyes. They see much better in the dark. Ever notice your dog's eyes glowing in nighttime photos? That's the tapetum lucidum doing its job, making your dog an excellent buddy for those evening or early morning walks. When we talk about visual acuity, we're really just talking about how clear or sharp someone's vision is. For dogs, their visual acuity is only about 20% of what humans have. In simple terms, what we see clearly, they see as a bit blurry. Their world looks a little like they're looking through a slightly unfocused camera lens, but there's a good reason for this. It's all about survival. Over time, a dog's vision has evolved to focus less on sharp details and more on spotting movement and seeing well in low light. This helps them catch prey or stay alert in their environment, especially during dawn or dusk. So if your dog doesn't recognize you from far away, don't worry. It's not that they're ignoring you. They might just not see you clearly until you're closer. Their eyes are designed for different strengths, like sensing motion rather than fine details. So next time your dog squints at you from across the yard, just know they're doing their best. But here's where things get really interesting. Dogs have an incredible knack for detecting motion. Scientists tested how well dogs could tell the difference between objects at various distances. And it turns out they're way better at noticing something that's moving rather than something that's just sitting still. This skill goes all the way back to their days as hunters, when spotting the smallest movements of prey was key to survival. So if your dog suddenly takes off running, like they've seen something you can't, it's probably because they spotted a squirrel or some small critter way before you could even notice. Now, how can you use this superpower to build a better bond with your furry buddy? When you're playing or training your dog, go for big moving toys. These are much more likely to grab their attention than smaller stationary ones. Also, try toys that move unpredictably. This taps into their natural hunting instincts, making playtime more exciting and mentally stimulating. By keeping them engaged with motion, you'll not only entertain them, but also strengthen your connection. So the next time you're at the pet store, think movement, and your dog will thank you with tail wags and endless energy. Did you know that a dog's vision can vary a lot depending on the breed? It's one of those fascinating details that often gets overlooked. For example, breeds like greyhounds and Siberian huskies, known for their speed and stamina, tend to have sharper long-distance vision. This trait was crucial for their ancestors who relied on spotting far-off objects when hunting or sledding. The same goes for border collies who have excellent eyesight, especially when it comes to tracking movement, a skill that's super handy when herding animals. Labradors and retrievers, famous for being hunting and service dogs, also have impressive long-range vision. These breeds often need to spot targets from far away, making sharp vision a key trait for their work. On the flip side, breeds like pugs and bulldogs with their adorable short snouts and front-facing eyes might have a better view of things up close, but they're more likely to be nearsighted. Myopia in these breeds could be tied to the environments and tasks they were historically bred for, though the exact reasons remain a bit of a mystery. German Shepherds, with their incredible roles in police and military work, have a great balance between near and far vision. Their eyes are built for following fast-moving objects, making them perfect for tasks like search and rescue missions. Rottweilers, on the other hand, were originally trained as guard dogs, focusing on spotting potential threats nearby, which might explain why they can be more prone to nearsightedness. If your dog is nearsighted, make sure their play area is well lit and use larger close-up toys to help them see better. For dogs with excellent distance vision, try games that involve fetching or spotting objects from afar. By understanding your dog's visual strengths, you can make playtime and daily life more enjoyable for both of you. If you notice any of these details, use them as an opportunity to improve your relationship. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on keeping your dog happy. If you wish to transform your dog's life, check out this video here to learn the 10 incredible secrets to doing that.